Novak Djokovic was forced out of the Australian Open when he had his visa cancelled. Novak Djokovic has been told to sort out his vaccination status or risk being burdened at the few tournaments he can enter. The world number one has already missed out on the Australian Open after being deported on the eve of the tournament and faces further challenges entering countries unvaccinated. Djokovic was deported from Australia last month after arriving for the tournament unvaccinated with a medical exemption granted by Tennis Australia. He could now struggle to enter even more tournaments, including those in the United States where all foreign nationals must be fully vaccinated to enter the country, despite the Serb putting his name on the entry list for the upcoming Indian Wells Masters. The world number first may be left severely limited in the events he can play without being jabbed, only able to start his season later this month at the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships. Now, a fellow Serbian retired player has warned the 20-time Grand Slam champion that his performance at tournaments could suffer if he doesn't get vaccinated or sort out a proper medical exemption, valid across the globe. I have always been in favor of getting Novak vaccinated, Radmilo Arminulik told Serbia's Alo. Not only because of everything that happened in Australia, but exclusively because of myself. Simply, to protect yourself. The player-turned-coach, who worked with the likes of Djokovic's current coach Goran Ivanisevic, said the world number one would need to find an alternative if he had a health-related issue stopping him from getting jabbed. He continued, if he cannot be vaccinated due to health reasons, then he should get a certificate from some medical institution that he cannot do that. So, either a vaccine or something else. He has to decide that as soon as possible, otherwise, all season long, he will have to worry about whether he can participate in a tournament or not. Djokovic has already run into trouble even when having an exemption, as seen in Australia. His visa was ultimately cancelled on the grounds that Immigration Minister Alex Hawke thought his presence could excite anti-vax sentiment in the country, a view upheld during a federal court appeal. And the longest-serving captain of the Yugoslavian and Serbian tennis national team thought Djokovic would be unable to mentally hold up in competition if he was constantly having to worry about restrictions for different tournaments. That would come as music to Rafael Nadal's ears, with the Spaniard in a battle with Djokovic to be recognized as the GOAT of tennis. Nadal recently overtook Djokovic and Roger Federer in terms of Grand Slam titles after winning his 21st at the Australian Open. And Arminulik believes the Serb is risking ruining his own performance and could struggle to keep up with Nadal and other rivals if he doesn't find a solution soon. He added, if he does not solve that issue, he will be mentally burdened. He will not be able to concentrate on the game, wherever the game is, if he can play at all.